What is going on, good people of YouTube? I'm ImJslay. Thank you so much for joining me, and wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. Today we're playing some Madden 21, but before we get into it, if you enjoy the content, leave a like rating, and if you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on to stay updated with all of my uploads. If you missed our previous video, I'll leave a link in the description of this video for you to go check it out. And in it, I show you a coin making method that you can use using the new most feared sets. So for today's video, I want to talk a little bit about get a player. Now, what you are seeing on the screen is me buying 100 to get a player. We'll call them packs. You know, it's only one card, so it's not really a pack. Maybe we'll say pack. But I spent 50,000 coins, and I bought 100 of these pick a player or get a player packs. They're 500 coins a piece, so you buy 100 of them, that's going to be 50,000 coins. And I got this idea from a subscriber of mine. Well, be honest with you, I don't know if he's a subscriber of mine. He may be. He posted a comment and said in my previous video for the most feared coin making method, and just asked specifically if the get a player would work for the most feared coin making method. And I told him, yeah, sure. I don't see why it wouldn't to help. You know, you make the components of some of the sets to be able to put, you know, into other sets to make the players and craft them and whatnot. But it got me thinking. Is this get a player set, or is this get a player pack worth 500 coins really worth it? Now, looking at it just from a baseline perspective, if you get 5 of these, right, I mean, that's going to cost you, what, roughly 2,500 coins. You're probably not going to get a lot of value out of it. So I said, what if I buy 100, right? 100, that's a good baseline. That's going to give us a good idea of whether or not this, you know, this pack is going to yield us some items that we can use, that we can make coins off of. Now, what you're seeing here is all of the items that I got, and I didn't even get an elite out of it. Now, it's not the worst thing in the world when you actually look at it, and kind of what I'm going to show you and how you can use the items that you get from these packs, this pack, to make other items, and there's very low risk with it too, and I'll show you that as well. But if you're looking to hit that home run, if you're looking to get that 88 to 92 overall player, I mean, it's not going to happen. Not on 100 packs, that's for sure. Like I said, the most that I got, the highest overall that I've, you know, was able to get was a 79 overall gold. Might have even been a 78. I don't even know, but it was one of those, you know, top end golds, those 75 to 79 gold players. Never got one elite. Got a couple power ups. You know, nothing that's gonna sell for too much. So that is, you know, power ups are something that's gonna come in that as well. And you could strike gold and hit a 50k power up, right? Unfortunately, I did not, but I want to show you now how this is a low risk and relatively high reward way to make some coins here in Madden 21. Let's take a look. So the lowest overall that you're going to get from this pack is a 62 to 65 overall. We're here in the auction house right now. I've gone ahead and narrowed it down by the quality of 62 to 65 overalls. You can see right here, we've got a wide receiver, Greg Dortch. I assume he plays for the Panthers. He doesn't have a team on his card there. He does have the Panthers uniform on. Let's come down and narrow it down to the wide receiver, because this would appear to be the cheapest card. Now, it is not. As you can see, you can go to some of these wide receivers, and this thing's selling for about 200 coins. So there's 2 right here, right? The next one that you see third in line, though, is selling for about 500 coins. So I can assume that these 2 are going to get bought up. This one, it does not necessarily look like it has been, but the point that I'm going to make here is that these cards that are going to yield from this 500 coin pack, you are most likely going to use to put into sets to make other cards. You're not necessarily going to be selling them, but let's say, for example, you did sell them. If I did put this low overall card that I got up on the auction house for 500 coins, I'm not going to lose a whole lot from that. And if I do buy 100 of these, then most likely I'm going to get enough value that's going to make up the difference if I do get some lower overall cards. I hope that makes sense. When people go into the auction house, if you do post one of these up, they're going to be looking for these cards to most likely put into other sets. You know, we've gone over these sets before. This is your player exchange set that you're going to use to exchange these lower overall players to go for the 66 to 69 overall players. Let's take a look at these real quick. So these are selling for, once again, right at about 550 coins or so. Right tackle, okay, so 600 coins. So these right here are going to sell for about, 500 or so coins. So once again, a very low risk, high reward when you consider that you have the option, or not the option. If you had the option, that'd be great. You might as well just take it, right? You have the opportunity to get a low-end gold that is going to either A, make you some coins. As you can see, this right tackle here is selling for about 950 coins. If you happen to pull this guy, you only paid 500 coins for him. You're going to make, roughly 300 coin profit. That's not a lot, right? But you didn't lose anything. And once again, most likely you're not buying these to sell them on the auction house for this price right here. No, you're going to put those into sets to make other players to go into other sets for then very high overall players that you can sell those for, whether it be the 50 players, the most feared players, the team affinity, that's a bummer. The team affinity players, the team standout players, those are the ones that these are going to go into. The players that you get from this 500k or this 500 coin. What is going on here? So now that the EA servers are wanting to cooperate again, I went ahead and came over to this exchange set. Now, a lot of those 62 to 65, 66 to 69 overall cards, you're going to put into this set right here. This is nothing new to you guys that have been tuned into my channel. You know all about this set. These are the exchange sets that we are using from those Good Morning Madden packs, from those Gridiron packs that we're getting for completing the weekly challenges, from the Madden Live packs that we're accruing. We're going and putting those low, weak, who cares overall items into these sets right here to make higher overall items that we can put into the sets that are going to make us a lot of coins, right? So you can take those lower overalls and go ahead and plug them in right here. And so once again, it's just a very low risk, high reward. If you've got the time, I mean, this isn't a coin making method that is going to make you coins instantly, right? This is something that over time is going to benefit you in the long run. You're going to have to kind of sit here, grind through it. You're going to get a lot of low overalls. When you do get that 70 to 74 overall, that's great because that's just a couple players that you didn't have to worry about putting into these sets to make. So you've then, in a sense, kind of made up for some of those lower overall players that you get, later on. If you happen to get a 75 to 79 overall player, man, that's awesome because those are the players that are going to go into the big sets. Once again, the team affinity sets, the most feared sets, the 50 sets, the ones that are going to make you, your most amount of coins. Those 75 to 79 overall players are what goes into those sets. And if you happen to pull some of those, which I was able to pull, I'd say out of the 100 cards, I'd say maybe about 10 to 15 were 75 to 79 overall cards. So, that's pretty solid. I'd say maybe 20 or so were probably the 70 to 74s, and then the rest were your, in between 62 and 69 overall. So, I mean, it was a good bit with a couple power-ups mixed in there as well. So, it's not going to be something that you're going to hit that home run. You're going to get that, you're not going to get that 92 overall Aaron Donald that just dropped. You're not going to get that limited edition, Denzel Ward, right? That's not going to happen. But if you've got, 50,000 coins and you got some time to sit there and then you don't mind going in and plugging them all these sets, they can help you make some cards that are going to go into other sets. Tomorrow, most likely tomorrow, I'm going to have a video where I kind of break down, do you want to do the most feared set as far as completing that set to sell the components that you make there? Or do you want to just stick with the 50 and go that route and sell those items to make the most amount of coins? I'm going to kind of break down the pros and cons of doing each one, and that's going to be the video for tomorrow. So I'm going to take some of what we have made today from this 500 overall coin pack and how we've kind of plugged those cards in which set that we're using to make the most amount of coins, which one is going to be the most beneficial for you. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. But that's going to do it for this video. Great idea from, we'll call him YouTube user because I don't know if he is a subscriber of mine. But it was a great idea. I really liked it, and I like going through just kind of seeing that we're not going to hit that home run. This is going to be one of those kind of grinding coin making methods, but in the long run, it is going to pay off for you. Would I spend the time to do it? Sure, if you've got the time. There's plenty of other ways that you can make coins, but this is definitely one of them that you can use to kind of get some of those players. Maybe you're just a few 50 players short of going ahead and crafting Dominic Rogers-Cromartie, right? This is a great way to do that. Maybe you're just a couple players short of crafting Troy Polamalu. This is going to be a really great way to do that. So I hope you did enjoy the video. I hope I was able to make this clear and understandable for everyone. As always, if you did enjoy the video, leave a like rating. It helps me out a lot. If you have questions, any kind of comment whatsoever, or if you just want to say what's up, leave that in the comment section down below. I love interacting with you guys down there. And if you enjoy the content and would like to see more, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on to stay updated with all of my uploads. I'm ImJslay. I'm signing out today. I'll catch you all on my next video.